Okay. That's my test. So I can make sure I don't say anything clever enough that makes me go, oh, I wish I recorded that. Although I spend about 20 minutes just sitting at this table, pressing a bunch of buttons, turning things on, not even having everything right until now. And I would have figured that out. That would have took me a whole nother 17 hours to figure out because I don't know, maybe I gardened a little bit. Maybe I had a little bit of maybe I was down in the Garden of Eden and I was eating the garden and I was eating that garden good. And I was eating the garden and I was watching the garden grow. And as I was eating the garden and watching the garden grow, I was watching the garden grass. I was watching the grass on the garden grow with the grass on the.
I'm attempting to fill a silent moment with non-relevant conversation.
I decided I was just gonna talk, and I keep goofing off into the distance, into the sweet, sweet night because I've been gardening, if you don't mind, and maybe other gardeners have been gardening too, and they have a few stains on their pants, and they said, you know what, it'd be really awesome to just listen to a person who sounds like he's been through some shit, talk about some of the shit that he's been through, and you know what? I might just go on that journey with him, even if a lot of it is made up and nothing he ever says is real. And then the other guy goes, but wouldn't that mean the whole thing is fake? And the other guy, yeah, but why do we have the same voice? The other guy goes, yeah, but why do we have the same head? Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Kevin Hart cares about your issues. I don't know if I finished saying what I was saying about gardening. Hey, look, if you got a few stains on your pants, if you got a few tunnels in the tank, if you got a few bundles in the back, bundles in the bumbles in the bottom, bumbles in the bottom of your bachelorette. Oh, nope, that's not it. Hey, but if you have any of those, maybe you've been huffing on that Huffington Post. Maybe you've been chiefing on that Indiana football team or whatever they call them. I haven't watched sports in so long. And that's why Kevin Hart. Oh, this video should be me trying to get my point out about Kevin Hart. Part 1. But I'm not gonna do that. All I have to do is not having gardened. Sorry, I think they got some manure stuck in there from gardening earlier. So Kevin Hart, man, he doesn't care, guys. And he doesn't not care in a bad way. He doesn't care in a good way. He doesn't care for comedy. In the same way that the comedians that I like, oh my God, I love them. And I live in them. They're big. I love these big condominiums. They're just luxurious. Terrible bit, dude. I whip myself sometimes. It gets me into the mood, and I get more into things. I get to hit a little dance. And that statement there, but Kevin Hart, he does not care, but in a good way. He doesn't care, but in a good way, in the way that comedy needs to not care, okay? In a way that I believe that comedy needs to not care. Not about people's strife, not about people's problems, about people's class, race, gender. No, we should care about all of those things, but our jokes don't have to be reflective of us not caring about those things. It doesn't have to be that way. And I've studied a lot of things, okay? I'm not, oh man, that's so obnoxious to say. I've studied a lot of things. No, so one of the things that people try to inform me of, like, a lot of things when I talk about this kind of thing, being vague because I don't really want to open that conversation up too wide. I know I've already may have started it for people who can just pick up on the vibes from people who have had those conversations before. And I would say maybe 7 or not even 7, maybe 7 or 6 years ago I might have felt that way. And between then and maybe 4 years ago, I kind of knew that I felt that way, but didn't really do anything about it. This is not about me. This is about Kevin Hart. And what am I talking about? The time that I decided that jokes need to be free and loving to everyone, inclusive. Because guess what? I have Oh my god. Yeah. I have like so many different quirks about myself that I had to at some point just accept them and accept that my expression comes from love and all the groups that have felt I think that we can't be included in your jokes. I think that's kind of flipping on its head, which it was kind of never on its head before. I mean, it was kind of that way before, and things shifted, and I can't say without good reason. I can't say I disagree with some of the change that might have been as a result. I can't say that I do disagree. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not a political person. Oh, I can't deal with a person who's not political. Sorry guys, sorry. I'm Canadian. Dun, 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 dun. That's not how it goes. um I'm not Canadian. But yeah, no, I'm a human being who thinks things about certain things in policy. If you are unable to understand that some people have critical thinking and then they're not going to disagree with you and they shouldn't be disbanded from your little culty cult once they start thinking something different than you, Charlie, then you need to move on and actually stop doing that to people. Because that's called a hive mind, which is Latin for hive mind. And if you have that, you can't think for yourself, man. You start moving with other people. You stop having a self. And in order to maintain that relationship, you're having to believe things that you don't genuinely believe. And I don't agree with that. Sorry, can't be a part of any group that does that. And if you are, you know it. And you're probably offended by what I'm saying. But if you're not, then you're probably like, fuck, I do know some people like that. And some of you are like, I am kind of like that. And those are the ones that I love. Everyone else, I also love you, because guess what? We accept everyone. We, the tiny little space demons we are. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but it bellowed from the wastelands of my gut. It has it just fucking, oh, I felt it. I felt the ash and the ember. It almost upchucked into my nose holes, dude. That was an experience. That was an experience like never before. Come to our new attraction, the cardinal sin of Jesus. We don't wanna go. Who wants to watch a person just ramble? Ramble part 1. That's racist. Really? How do you know that that's not something I would naturally do? You don't know that it's not something I would naturally do. But maybe if I did it like... I don't want you to prejudge me, Judy. You know what I'm saying? And what if that's Cajun? And, I can't. Dude, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I hear things. I mimic things. I have autism. I think it's funny. People think it's funny when I do stuff like that. I'm sorry if I'm out of focus and out of screen and I've just not been looking. It's called autism, okay? Maybe now I'll look at you and you'll feel more engaged. Maybe I'll throw some like slop. This is for the people with good attention spans. The ones so good that when you track, it feels like you're sliding on ice, baby. It feels like you're going up, going down. You feel like the Silver Surfer. You ever been surfing before? Listen, I know that I sound like I'm from the country, but I'm from Malibu, baby. I've been surfing since I was 17. 17, I know, it's a bad age to start, but listen, most experts, most people as good as I am start from the age of 2. It took me a lot more hard work, and so that's why I'm actually better and can teach you more about how to do it from any age. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of them, they think, when it's so second nature to them, they don't know how many steps they're missing. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I'm trying to step on it. It feels like I have 17 feet, and I have the surfboard looks like a little dentine ice, and then I try to float on one because my instructor was trying to make it go on the surfboard with his chest, and I said, no, baby, I don't want to do that no more. And I just galloped my way home. My horse can run on water. Her name is Jessica. Her name. she's not really good at anything, but she can go across water and she can. Ooh, that was a real. Was that a good draw? I mean, that was a very stressed draw. I feel like I'm going between like, you know, normal Texas boy to. Oh yeah, I think I was doing that at some point, wasn't I? I think I was doing like a stoic kind of. I was not doing that. Oh, I was never doing that, guys. I was never doing that. I never will. You know why? Because there's never any point. There's never any point to anything. But you're only gonna understand that if you can get through this video. This is the answer to all the questions that you've had. Is this Mike in a bad place? Mike? Michael? I don't know if you know what that's a reference to, but all of you people in my comment section, leave a comment if you know what that's a reference to. Imagine someone laying down and yelling out Michael as she's wearing a yellow sweater. I think she might have had it on, and her face is looking all creepy, and her hair is looking all tattered. And it's not a good situation. You know what I'm saying? I felt the immediate need to Bronxify myself after that behavior, which maybe I'm a little bit insecure. Maybe I'm a little bit insecure about the characters that I'm able to do so well that people think that I'm actually a fucking mobster. Yeah, now people think that. Oh shit, fuck you. I'm gonna get Tony to fucking. I lost the bit. I'm gonna get this manure out of my throat and into yours. Horny threats. When I meet you, all I make is horny threats. That's not funny. Oh my god. These are only things that you would find funny if you were. You need to. Dude, if you are, watch this. That's what this video is gonna be called. If you are, watch this. Oh, and I'm gonna explain it from the beginning. Holy God. I need you to watch this video if you're, and I'll tell you why. You need to watch this. That sounds like too much like clickbait. I don't want people to think that I'm like a jump scare them. So how should I we do not have any sponsors. So this video is brought to you by myself. It's brought to you by me and my editor, okay? This is a Z for my editor. Zigzag. What up? Say hi to the people. Hi, sisters. Hi, people. I don't know why that's my voice for him. We would both very love it. Do not guard it. We would love it so much if you would like and subscribe and hype. I don't know what that is, but I heard people say that. I only watch YouTube. YouTube is my life, okay? Sorry. YouTube is my life. And so, hey, look, just do that, man. It's me and my editor's dreams to just, have fun doing this. So the more things that encourage us, the better. And the main thing that will encourage me is comments. Hey, if you hate it, I need to know that, because that is probably a reminder that I'm doing the right thing. I'm sorry, I'm not getting choked up. That's the manure I was eating. I had sushi earlier. It lets me know that I'm being myself. And it's not that everything that I'm saying is toilet humor. It's just that I'm kind of in my head about it, because I'm kind of trying to justify it and weed people out, You never know who's lurking in the shadows. But yeah, having people hate me is a part of what I'm used to having. And so like and subscribe, dude. Why are you listening to my sob story? But like and subscribe, man, because comments make the most difference. I'm just YouTube brain makes me say like and subscribe. YouTube is all I watch, and me and my editor would really appreciate if you could just let us know whatever. We need your feedback. I feel like I'm talking to my mom. Kidding. Like and subscribe, please, and comment. Please comment. Hype. Did I go there? Did I say the new thing that I don't even know what it is? Again, YouTube brain. Don't hype if you don't want to. You probably don't want to, and I don't blame you. Listen, go spend that money on a fucking chihuahua, dude. I know you've been trying to find a chihuahua. You just found that chihuahua on Craigslist, dude. Get her, and then come right the fuck back and hype this video, bitch. I don't know if that's. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, we're gonna make that. We're gonna throw that in there. Yeah, and then just like cut from that. Just make that as powerful as possible. And we're gonna cut back to me. I feel like I have pity sweats. We are back in Kevin Hart. We're back. He doesn't care about you guys, but none of us do. He doesn't have an obligation to change anything about what's not his platform. He doesn't have an obligation. He knows these people. He knows what they do. He probably respects what they do. He probably laughs at what they do. The thing you have to understand about comedians, especially of that stature, is these are not the first times he's hearing these things. The people who I feel like are responding are people who are like, wait a minute. People are actually joking in this way. People who have never heard of these comedians, or people who are kind of just like, I know those comedians, but they shouldn't be on this channel. Like, I can bet that they're also mad at somebody else, whoever actually runs the channel. I don't know who does what, okay? All I know is that, from Kevin's perspective, and the thing that he was kind of from what I understand people were saying was, he was saying, like, he can't control what people say. Like, he didn't ask those people to say that. And, I mean, that speaks to the whole thing for me, but that's probably not good for other people who are like, but there are serious problems happening in the world. What about, and you have to understand, like, for a lot of comedians, whether or not they believe in something, because the things that we say and joke about aren't reflective of what we believe or not all the time. I think you have to understand that there's a different side of comedy. I'm sobering the fuck up right now. There's a different side of comedy, that doesn't look like yours. Yours probably looks very political and very corporate and very, I don't know, buttoned up and maybe predictable. For me, those are things that I don't enjoy, and I find that the humor gets put last and the message gets put first, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the art of that, but I don't appreciate the message, and I don't appreciate receiving that message in a place where I would prefer not to. And I think that delivery of things is a bit, I don't know, it feels, I don't know, whatever. I just like if people are like, people don't care. You have South Park, you have, Mad TV, people who are just making fun of everything and everybody, and it's not some family affair who, some Jeffrey's gonna get mad at Martha for making, Cameron eat a lemon in, Susie's basement or something, Susie's Basement, starring Jennifer Tatum. Don't know if that person exists, but I hope that you can go on this journey with me to a different place. My name is Adam Ray, and I'm always saying something. My name is Adam Ray. It's funny how I can't really do Adam Ray, but I'll try. I can only do Adam Ray doing Adam Ray doing Adam Ray doing Adam West doing Adam Ray. I feel like that's the most accurate thing I've ever said. I don't know. Try to find a clip of Adam Ray sounding as much of that as he has sounded. He does like a lot of character work. Am I vocally crawling too much? Am I vocally frying too much? Am I vocally dying too much? Am I vocally lying too much? Am I vocally sighing too much? That would have... See, what do they call it? I changed the shiny object. I think all the improv people are going to be chopping my nuts off. Oh, you chopped your nuts off. Oh, that you should just call this chopping your nuts off. Oh yeah, whenever he fucks up this thing, call it chopping your nuts off. Oh, you just chopped your nuts off. You just chopped your nuts. And then I walk into the improv room and they're like, oh, it's the guy who has -19 nuts. And they're like, oh yeah, that one time, I don't know, he kind of got away with it. I don't know. Damn, everybody was the same character. Damn it. Okay, I have to establish a new voice. Okay, that's how autism works. Imagine that was just like vodka, and I'm getting more into my other character, which I actually might do better if I have a little. See, I would have said if I have a little, or if I have a little. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Don't get in your head about things, guys. That's rule number 1. We do this for fun. Rule number 2, this is pure water. Dickhead. Rule number 3, I was gardening earlier. It's worn off completely. And rule number 4, that rhyme was unintentional. And I'm not going to try to continue because that is something that I'm not trying to do. I know people are going to be like, oh, look at them just scurrying to find the right words. Guys, I've been gardening. I'm trying to find the right words to end my sentence. Okay, Carol. Okay, Carol, we've been talking for a few minutes, and I know that a lot of this is nonsense, but I just need to know if a few people are going to like it. This is my, listen, meat wad. No, fuck. No, that's it. Call is more like this, right? Meat wad, come over here and get in my fucking pocket, you fucking, I don't eat meat. Eat meat, what? No. Curse this. I don't want to explain all these verses. I just want to snatch people's purses and put them in hearses and make sure their dinosaurs are nurses and make sure their applesauce is getting reimbursed with applesauce and more applesauce, and I'm nervous. Again, I said nervous. Plus, I started saying applesauce way too many times, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. Alright, now. Which accent am I doing now? Alright, now. I think I'm doing an accent of a particular. No, I can't actually express what I want to express. Let me actually try. I think I'm doing a guy doing a bigger guy. Okay, well. Comment down below if you think you know what that is. And I will be like, hey, Tism sisters. Trust me. And you ain't never seen me dance like this before, girl. So if you want to step up, then you can. But we're not going to step up until you step up. So I'm going to step off, and I hope you step down. Because if we step up, then your step down will never step right. You want to step left? Oh, I'll step back. We'll step forward. Because I'm not stepping anymore. So go ahead, step. Step Up 2 in theaters yesterday. They probably already had a Step Up 2. It should have been 3. Probably already have a 3. Should have been 4. Probably already had a 4. Should have been 5. Oh, plot twist. 5 is actually High School Musical 7. Oh, you thought Final Fantasy was the first person to do that with their universe? Oh no, Disney's been doing that since the Futurama sequel. Don't you love those kinds of people? I love those kinds of people. It's like, I get it. People think people are, oh, here comes the know-it-all. Am I looking shabby? I'm worried about looking all shabby and clammy and dirty and wordy and, oh, yeah, people are gonna be in the comments. Dude, you already look dirty, man. We didn't come over here to look at a clean person. Look at you. Your shirt looks like it's dying off of your body. You look like you really want to show people you got biceps. You look like you're a real wrestler. You look like you can get in the ring and talk that shit because they need to know that you are the Black Italian. And ain't nobody gonna stop. People are gonna be like, oh, that was obviously his dream. It wasn't, but I'd do it. But I would have to only talk. I'm not fucking getting in that ring, dog. I can't do that at my ripe old age of, believe it. There's no possible way anyone would ever do that. Take my soul, take my dignity, take my heart, but never take my mind. And the kind of mind that I like to take is the kind of mind that I like to simply actually. So I thought of the fact that the Kevin Hart. I had a Kevin Hart action figure when I was growing up. I remember when he did Soul Plane. Dude, I feel like sometimes the African American diaspora forgets how many jokes that we make about other cultures and how long we've been making them. And I'm not saying, hey, look, you have to accept it. You gotta accept that it's a part of comedy because it happened before. So, you know, everyone has to love it. I get it. Some things are just like, damn, that's kind of dated. but I also think that they're like I think some things are dated in that if they're done now, it's bad. But I can still look at it at that time, at a time when it was acceptable, and my brain doesn't go, oh, it's no longer acceptable. I can no longer laugh at or watch this. My brain goes, it just connects to the feeling that I had when I watched it the first time. I do have a molecular deficiency in my sclerodermis. And I won't talk about that right now because you don't deserve to hear it. But if you do deserve to hear it, press 1. Press 1? Press 1. How Queen's English do I expect to be today? That was almost transatlantic. See? Was not. What? Well, kind of, but like an offshoot of a character. See? I don't like that character, but I do. I mean, you know, it's a cartoon to me, but I do love a little, I love my favorite characters. Oh my god, do you guys like mob stuff? Let's let's talk about it. One of my favorite characters in mob stuff is like the guy who's like, well, I guess maybe I relate to it, but he just kind of like doesn't really belong there, but he's like there, and he's like, he's useful, and he like, you know, he's useful in his own quirky, non-useful way, and he kind of just gets away with being there. That's kind of how I identify. So, you know, I like those characters in like mob stuff. Like a lot of the time, like the little mouthy one, like the comic relief. Listen, I don't know if you're reading any comics or if you're comedic, but I've been reading a couple of things about academia, and my book collection has grown. I got this book, that book. I don't give a fuck, which is my daughter's name. My wife is from Maine. You thought I was gonna say something racist? Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that you think that of me, bro. Like, it's crazy that you really, like, man, I wasn't gonna think that you thought of me in that way, bro, but, like, for you to really be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like, you know, like, I don't really appreciate that shit, you feel me? I'm gonna do an interview with myself as, like, a super high, like, nonsense, like, interview rapper, alright? So I'm gonna be one person, I'm gonna be the other person. This is my first 2-character person thing here going. Hey, you excited for me? You guys are assholes, and none of you believe in me. Who's the first character? Okay, I'm not gonna think about anything. I'll be me. See, when I said I should have just went. I said when I say I'm not gonna think about anything, I start thinking, and I haven't thought yet. But I'll keep talking about it instead of just going. My name is, oh my god, why did I go with that? Ooh, in my head? All right, Jarms. What's up? Oh my god, that's so racist. Oh my god, that is so racist. I actually don't like that I said that. What up? Welcome to the Gray Lounge. You here with your boy Jarms, and we talking to our man over here. Oh fuck, was this gonna be 2 people? Oh yeah, this was gonna be 2 people. Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Jarms. We sitting here with your boy Dread. Oh no, that's already a person. We sitting here with your boy Dreadful Thoughts. We gonna give him the mic. We gonna let him, you know, we already heard him rap, but we gonna let him express himself a little, cause I feel like, you know, a lot of people have been, you know, seeing you around, hearing your music, looking at your fashion and all that. Like, but what do you feel like? Cause Johns feel like you don't know what you be like doing for real. You know, like what's your life like? You know, what's like, what do you do? Like, what keeps you going every day? Like, what do you think about? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about mad shit, bro. No, for real, we thinking about mad shit. Yeah, man. Like, oh, different accent. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, man. I think I might have changed it into Nardwar. Should I drop the bit? I won't. Yeah, man. I mean, like, why don't you tell me a little bit about the shit? I feel like he was a little bit higher. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the shit that you've been through, though, bro? Like, why don't you tell me a little bit about it? Sorry about the squeaking. My chair is a fucking chair, dickhead. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your childhood? Bro, I was a kid, bro. Damn, bro. That shit was fun. I was in school. I wasn't really in school like that, but like I was in school type shit. Like I was in school, but I like wasn't in school. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was in school, but like I was dead not. Like I was dead not in school, bro. But I was in school. And guys, we need to relax. All right, ladies and gentle boys, ladies and gentle boys, because it's not all accent. Some of it is actually like the way that I speak, especially when the more New Yorkian it is, the more close it is to my soul and my heart. In my heart, you know what I'm saying? It's the closer it is to my soul, the closer it is to my heart. It's me, your boy, Ray J. I'm just saying, the closer it is to my heart is the closer it is to my heart. And ain't nobody gonna stop. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from stop. Okay, losing the bit. But yeah, not like accents for real. Like, you see, like I'm naturally becoming a little bit more Bronxian because it's just like it's just a part of me. I'm just making fun of people who be high, and people obviously be high because that's how if I get high enough, that's how I'm kind of just mimicking myself. Okay. All right, guys. So I suggest you leave me alone and don't say, "Oh, who he making fun of here?" I'm making fun of everybody. I also don't know who this is, but for you vampires down in the comments, you can tell me where you're from. No one's gonna watch this because no one loves me. Damn, no one actually loves me. That's the crazy thing about this whole thing. It's like you're walking on a path. You're walking on a path to greatness. And all of a sudden, a big giant stingray comes flying down at you, and it makes you wanna just pick up your pint and dance, and that's what we did. We danced all night until the flags. Ooh, you see, it's falling off. It's full. It's third. If we got until we drank all the vodka until we abused one another, as we do. Oh, whoa, God, Jesus, I'm not even sticking to how they drop. We all drank liquor. We had fun. We did dance. We made love. We hit Mike with microwave. We hit Deb with Debrushke. Debroska was in bedroom. Oh my God, I'm sounding like a caveman now, dude. Sorry to all the people who might think that I'm talking about you, who are like, how could you do that to my culture while playing with a puddle of water on your table? I'm really like, this is the most fun that I could ever have. To be quite honest with you, I'm stimming right now. It's autism, all right, guys? I'm really autistic. And it's working. I've got to be doing something, though. Eye contact? I can feel your eyes on me, girl, and I ain't trying to feel them much longer. So why don't you take your I, your E, and take them after C? And imagine that's how your teacher, like, teaches you words in kindergarten. Miss Deborah, how do you spell car? And she's like, C, bitch. C, bitch. You an asshole if you... Oh my God. Oh my God, that is such a stupid joke. Oh, it's so stupid. But guess what? That's what we do, gang. And that funny, like, somebody else would do that shit with something else. And because it's wrapped up in this character, y'all be thinking, damn, you know, and y'all see people as a character. That's another thing about it, is so many people, they tie the character, and I'm sorry if the sound was out. I'm only apologizing to the Canadians. I think people kind of forget that the art is not the character, or the character is not the person, and you know, I think especially when it comes to comedy, and as it comes to you know, just people presenting on social media, but I think particularly as it comes to comedy for a certain, I guess, demographic. I don't know which demographic I'm referring to a lot of the time because I don't exist on either or in any, if there are more than the two that I can immediately think of. But there's so much comedy out there and I just love all of it. So I'm in that pocket. And I also feel like I don't want people's feelings to get hurt. So I'm also in that pocket, which kind of makes everyone hate me. I've said this before. It's my trauma. People hate a critical thinker. Oh, he's being an asshole about it. Look at him. He thinks he's better than everyone, doesn't he? Maybe a little bit, but only because of love. I feel like I love more, and I feel like that makes me better, and that's the honest truth. And I trust people more, and I eat people's ass more. And if they ask me, I don't know, I'll stuff myself in a sleeping bag and let them swing me around more. And if they really want to get nasty, I'll take them to the woods, go on a tractor trailer, set it on fire. I don't know where that went and why it went there. I think I might have run out of ideas. But to conclude, for everybody who's made it this far, which is probably not most of you, I will need to, if it doesn't, I don't know. I guess people can tell me whether or not they think that I should make a video on why Kevin Hart doesn't care and why it is important that he doesn't care, and not in a negative way. In a way that I think people need to realize that comedy, I think, actually is adjusting, or the world is adjusting to comedy that already exists, because their comedy is almost exclusively political, and that goes for everybody. If it's the more popular it is, probably the more political it is, and I'm just saying that in terms of, I don't want to talk about people, oh, 'cause Jesus loves me, and he doesn't want me to say nothing. Cause he wants me to press a button on everything. And just let me know down in the comments if you think that I should make a video about Kevin Hart and how he doesn't care. Because I think it's important. Bad choice of accent to be saying this part. I think it's important that I think it's important that people know that there's more comedy out there that we enjoy. And I wish I didn't find it funny, because I get sad sometimes and I'm like, God damn, am I wrong? I'm being such an apologist to some people. Uncle Tom. My name is Tom, and my God, what a mark one would make themselves. Bleep out whatever of that you want, and also cut whatever of that out you want, and also leave it in. People don't know what a joke is. I don't say it because I think it. I say it because I blink it and it's gone, guys. It's a thought that comes from the life of a character, of things that I've consumed, the things that I think of, the things that I don't believe. Because the things that you believe, you can think again. See, I can't even seriously talk right now, guys. You can do it. You can do it. Little Tom. I don't.
Which one are you gonna choose, bitch?
All of them? You die of happiness because you beat the system. You win a Chevy Corvette and something else that I mentioned that I don't remember because I'm a Yankee and my name is Corrigan Malorigan, and we want to go down to the Christmas tree and feel all that snow down below neath our feet into our socks. Oh, those stockings are so sweet. We don't want to run around inside this snowy street. Everybody running around. Oh, we don't want to hear that jingle bell sound. Oh, we're the Grinch family and we hate them. Let us know if you want to call us back, because we don't have anything that's made of diamond rings. And if you want to bring that thing to us, we can show you how we use the... What a silly thing to do. I used to do silly things like that. I stopped. Kidding. I always did it. I feel more empowered to do it when I'm hot and sweaty and my heart rate is going at 90,000 per second because of a guy named Sour Diesel. I mean, if you're gonna come over here and be Vin Diesel's half estranged cousin, which I have met many times, gorgeous guy, and he is just a great poet, if I don't say so yourself. Well, I think it's time for me to end this. I think I'm running out of steam, and I need some steam. I really need some AC, so I'm gonna go chill in the back of the booth, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm happy if you stuck around for the fucking wonderful spaced out, let's call them the spaced out episodes. We can call it spaced Let's be in the comments and like talk about what it could be called. Spaced out with Pinksy, laced up with Jinxie, run around town in a bass dumps at Kinksy. Shorty feeling kink. Don't make me do it, guys. Don't make me do it. Maybe that's for next time. Maybe I'll record some like real hard bars from different like accents, different regions. I'll be like tinted rims, 4-5, fifth of the Dutch it. I don't know what I'm saying. This is my autistic like language perception. I said a tinted rim, 4-5, simpy in a Dutchie. I'm riding in the 4-6, simping on the cutchy. Yeah. Hope you had a good time if you're high.